All right, hockey fans, let's welcome you inside the beautiful WinSport Arena in Calgary, Alberta, as we get you set for the opening match this weekend here at the 2022 Canadian Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. My name's Nico Cardarelli. I'll be providing the play-by-play commentary for all four games this weekend. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll have a rotating cast of color commentators for tonight's game. It'll be program manager and one of the coaches here this weekend, Luca DeMontis, who will be joining me shortly after the opening puck drop to take over the color commentary duties. But we're excited to bring you the action here in this opening game. As I mentioned, the first of four games this weekend. And our opening contest here will feature the Bullseye taking on the Ice Dogs. The Seeing Ice Dogs will be wearing the red jerseys, working left to right across your screen. And the Bullseye in the yellow jerseys, some white trim, black numbering on the back. They'll be working right to left across your screen. A number of our blind hockey family here this weekend. A number also watching virtually from afar. Let us know who you're cheering on, where you're watching from. We'll give a few viewer shout-outs here before the opening puck drop. A big shout-out to Blaine Deutscher, who's chiming in on the chat thread. And, of course, our buddy Brody McKenzie from the West Coast. Brody, hope you're doing well, my man. Always good to hear from you. And a special shout-out to Joey the Wall Cabral. He was chatting me up a little bit earlier today. Joey, I just saw your text. Thanks for tuning in, my guy. We're looking forward to a great weekend of blind hockey action coming to you live from the beautiful WinSport Arena in Calgary, Alberta. We're keyed in on center ice right now, but let's give you a look at both of the teams here as we get you set for the opening puck drop. And we'll start by queuing in on the yellow team to my broadcast right, and that's the Bullseye. All three squads here at this tournament named after the Alberta Blind Hockey Clubs. There are three of them. The Calgary Seeing Ice Dogs, as the Ice Dogs playing home hosts here for this weekend. The Central Alberta Bullseye and the Edmonton Seahawks. And in this opening game, it's going to be the Bullseye taking on the Seeing Ice Dogs. And you're getting a look at the Bullseye right now. Their goaltender in the all-black pads, looking sharp in that yellow jersey. That's National Blind Hockey Team member Oliver Pye, who recently made his national team debut down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as part of Team Canada. As Pye gets some warm-up shots and gets himself ready for this game. Now let's check out the opposition, who will be starting to our broadcast left. And that's the team in red, and those are the Seeing Ice Dogs. And starting in goal for the Seeing Ice Dogs, it'll be longtime veteran of blind hockey and former Canadian national team goaltender Gary Steeves. Great to see Gary back out here on the ice this weekend. Of course, Gary, part of the squad that helped create history. Wow, what was it, back in 2018 in Pittsburgh? Man, that seems like so long ago now, but incredible to watch how much the game and the sport have grown in such a short time period, especially considering the midst of a COVID global pandemic. Just incredible stuff that the sport has continued to grow and gain popularity. And, well, we're ready for a weekend of some great blind hockey action as we get the teams warming up and get ready for that opening face-off. The group before us a little late getting off the ice, so maybe just a bit of a delay in the start here, but we should get the action going in just a few moments, and we do appreciate everyone tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. We'll get to some viewer shout-outs when the opportunity presents itself. But we're just moments away from the pre-game ceremonies and the opening face-off, as we're coming to you live from Winsport Arena in Calgary. Beautiful venue here, home to the Hockey Canada offices, home to many national training centers here at the former Calgary Olympic Park. They've done a phenomenal job turning it into a world-class facility. And we're just moments away now from the opening ceremonies. As we get both teams lining up on the blue line, we're just moments away from the opening puck drop. You're tuned into the Canadian Blind Hockey YouTube channel, and we're coming to you live from the 2022 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. We're broadcasting 4 games this weekend, 1 tonight, 2 tomorrow. We start at, I believe it's 10 a.m. local time tomorrow, so that's 12 noon Eastern. And oh man, let me try to think of this on the West Coast. If it's 10 o'clock here, it would be 9 a.m. in Vancouver. So from coast to coast to coast, make sure you tune in all weekend long. As I mentioned, 1 game tonight, 2 tomorrow. And then we wrap up with the gold medal game Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. local time. All the games this weekend being produced by Parasport TV. Check us out online, parasport.tv. And let us broadcast your event to the world. But here we go, Matt Morrow, Executive Director, with the opening ceremonies.
Taking the ceremonial face-off for the Bullseye is rookie Blake Schneider. At this time, we invite Mark Betts of Electra Health to drop the ceremonial opening puck.
All right, folks, so we're just going to step aside for the playing of the national anthem. It's the 2022 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament, and the opening puck drop is coming up next. All the teams will head to their benches, get their last little bit of advice and strategy from their respective coaching staffs, and then we'll get the action underway. Before we do, we're getting some great comments coming in on the live chat thread, so let's give a couple more shout outs here. A big shout out to Jacob, who says he's blind watching from Calgary, cheering on a few of the Seeing Ice Dogs, and he's hoping to get out on the ice one day. Jacob, absolutely, let's get you out here, brother. Check out CanadianBlindHockey.com for more information and how you can get involved as a player, as a coach, as a volunteer, or heck, maybe we'll even get you in the broadcast booth. Check it out, get involved. Everybody's welcome here at Canadian Blind Hockey. Let's also give a big shout out to Brandon Schroeder, who's watching from downtown Calgary. Well, folks, we're just about set for the opening puck drop in this game between the Bullseye and the Seeing Ice Dogs. And once again, it'll be the Bullseye in yellow as they work right to left across your screen. And the Seeing Ice Dogs will don the red jerseys, working left to right across your screen. Starting goaltenders for the Bullseye in yellow, it's Oliver Pye coming to us from Halifax. And from the opposite side of the country, from Vancouver, it's Gary Steves in goal for the Seeing Ice Dogs in red. We're just moments away from the opening puck drop. We're playing 3 15-minute periods run time. We're just about set for that opening face-off. A reminder, if you're new to the sport of blind hockey, you need one clean pass once you're in the offensive zone before you can score a goal. That'll be indicated with a buzzer sound, an electronic buzzer. Other than that, there's really not too many adaptations to this sport. The puck is a little bit bigger and louder. The net's a foot shorter. Other than that, it's hockey just like any other version we've played and loved. But here we go, the opening face-off about to get underway. It's going to be Jason Yuha on the draw for the Bullseye, and looks like that's Chaz Mizuraka lining up to take the face-off for the Seeing Ice Dogs as the puck drops, and we are underway here in the opening game of the 2022 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. My name's Nico Cardarelli. We're going to have Luca DeMontis joining me in just a minute here as he picks up his mic and gets ready to jump in on the action. And just as quickly, it's the Seeing Ice Dogs that jump on a loose puck and clear that out through center ice, where it's now corralled. Yuha able to get a partial interception for the Bullseye before Mizuraka comes in and takes it back for the Ice Dogs. Brings it into the zone, checking his passing options, nothing doing yet, as it's the Bullseye that clear the puck out through center ice, where the battle ensues. As on it there is Mark DeMontis, who's getting some time on defense. I can't think of a better segue than to bring in his brother, Luca DeMontis. Luca, what's the strategy with Mark lining up on the blue line?
I have no idea. I'm trying not to pay too much attention to it. I've got a team to worry about that I've got the honor of coaching this weekend, so that's the only thing on my mind. But Nico, I'm excited to be with you in the booth as always, and excited to watch some blind hockey action here in Calgary this weekend.
Absolutely, and we're thrilled to have you up here with us, and of course, all the work you do. Connect with Luca online. He is the program manager for Canadian Blind Hockey, and he does so much great work to make sure that this sport, there's an adaptable version from coast to coast to coast across our great country.
And if you are watching and you are on social media, drop us a tweet, send us a message on Instagram, Facebook. We would love to interact with all y'all this weekend, and hoping that you're ready to watch some great blind hockey action as much as we are. And Nico, we are excited to have the official voice of blind hockey in the building, so thank you.
Are you kidding me? Thank you guys for having me back. It hurt my heart not to be in Indiana, but thrilled to be here this weekend in Calgary, and it should be some phenomenal action as the Bullseye try to work the puck down low into the corner, but it's going to be one of the three Ruddles, the youngest player here, Cassandra Ruddle, who digs it off the boards. Her pass, though, picked off, and there's a good clean pass as that shot attempt right on target. Steves with 2 big saves, and the goal goes in. It just sneaks past him, and the opening goal goes to the Bullseye.
Yeah, that was quite the play that happened there, but huge shout out to Cassandra. First shift, Cassandra Ruddle just blocks a shot. You know, that's something the coach is going to love to see on the ice. But quick one that got past Gary Steves there.
I think it might have been Laura Mark who got the last touch. We'll have to get confirmation on that, but full credit to the Bullseye. They jump on the rebound, and just as I thought it was going to be cleared away by the Ice Dogs, the Bullseye knock it home and take the 1-0 lead. So a good start here for the team in yellow as the Ice Dogs in red need one more skater out there. Luca, this is such a unique event because unlike Nationals where we're playing different divisions and you get a mix of, well, I guess a little more separation in terms of the skill level. Here, everyone's playing together. You've got youth playing against seniors, you've got girls and guys sharing the ice. This is really one heck of a special event here.
Yeah, no, it sure is, and there's already been some good action back and forth, and here's Chula down the wing with the puck.
And let's see what the man from the West Coast does as he moves it forward, looking for Foxcroft. He can't get his Eclipse teammate back on the pass as it's picked away now by Yuha. Jason Yuha leading his team into the attacking zone, shielding the puck nicely, tries to center in front, but good defensive stick work there by Mark DeMontis. As the Seeing Ice Dogs clear that one down the ice, and it goes all the way for an icing call with just about 5 minutes played in the first.
Yeah, nice play by Mark DeMontis there, separating that cross-ice pass. You always got to be careful when Yuha's on the ice. So good recognition from the red team there. Of course, the Calgary Seeing Ice Dogs representing the hometown Calgary here. And you always got to be aware when 91 in yellow's on the ice.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure we'll hear Yeehaw, Yuha a few times this weekend as Steves makes the stick save. It wouldn't have counted, no clean pass there, but now I believe that's Butterfield back to track it. Actually, that may have been Normand Blaise. We do have some new skaters out here this weekend, Luca, and it's always exciting when we get new players to come to an event like this.
Oh yeah, you gotta share some excitement for the rookies being out there this weekend, and we'll get some time and share a little profile about each of them throughout the weekend.
Absolutely. Nice job at the blue line there on the far side to keep that puck in. The shot right on Pye, and he makes an easy save there, but good defensive work at the blue line. I believe that was Mahan who kept it in check. That was actually the veteran, Francois Beauregard, making the wily play at the line.
Hey, you could always count on Francois Beauregard, and as his teams know him as Princess, to hold that blue line down.
So you get the face-off coming up to the right of the goaltender, Pye. And, well, bit of bench management challenges early on with the Ice Dogs. They're excited. First they didn't have enough players, and they had too many. We're good. We're 5 aside now. As DeMontis tracks back to his own blue line and picks up the loose puck. He's got James the Train Ruddle with him, but right now DeMontis trying to take it through a couple of yellow jerseys, and in the end it's picked off his stick. Pass ahead for Yuha after he received it there from LeMay. And now they try to work it back. Actually, check that. That's Laura Mark there. Mark and Yuha together with it. Yuha makes the move. Backhander right on. Big save by Steves. As I believe he made that save. Yeah, it was under his pad. Great save there by Gary Steves.
Huge save to keep his team in it early in the first period here. 8.5 minutes on the clock. We got 15 minutes running time, 3 periods, but a lot of ice. A lot of ice out here.
You know, that's a great point. I haven't even mentioned it. I mentioned the beautiful arena, the venue, but this is Olympic-size ice, and that means it's a lot wider than what some of these skaters are used to. 7 extra feet on the width of this ice pad as Yuha picks up the loose puck from the pass, makes the move, tries to take it down low, has to cycle back out. No clean pass indicated yet, so Yuha, now he takes the backhander. That shot goes wide after it was partially blocked, and now he tries to work the corner there against Cassandra Ruddle. She does well to hold her own. before it makes it back to the line, but held in nicely by Michel Lapierre. He's one of the newer skaters. He played at an event in Toronto. There's a shot right on, and it sneaks through, and it's 2-0 for the Bullseye.
A lot of offensive zone pressure there the Bullseye had. Juha circling the puck down low. They used their points great there. And you got Julien Blais, who's no stranger from shooting the puck from the blue line at the point. And it looked like it just snuck right through Gary Steve's 5-hole. But with the talent that the Seeing Ice Dogs got on their bench and on the ice right now, this game's far from over.
Oh, absolutely. Still 7 minutes to go here in the first period. It's just 2-0 for the Bullseye as Julien Blais Savoie gets the goal for the team in yellow to give him the 2-0 lead. But as Luca mentioned, a ton of time left in this period and in this game. So, and with, that roster that the Ice Dogs have, this one far from over. As Mizoraka tries to win the faceoff, now they bring the puck quickly into the offensive zone as looking for the quick pass there was Stuart Belich. The shot now into the corner is digging away for it. And doing a good job here with the Bullseye, with the Seeing Ice Dogs as they maintain puck possession down low. Cycling out front, Ruddle gets the pass. Cassandra Ruddle from the high slot tries the shot, partially blocked. Behind the net, picked up, secured here. There's a shot right on, and they score! Chaz Mizoraka gets him on the board. And just like that, that 2-goal lead cut in half.
Well, I can't tell you the exact prop bet on that, but I know he wasn't paying too high. You got a lot of experience from Chaz Mizoraka, one of the rookies from the Canadian national team, huge leadership, an incredible person, and you know what? He's somebody that you could find on both ends of the ice. His willingness, his drive make him definitely an unstoppable force out there. And look at this quick face-off now with Mizoraka and Juha.
And that time Mizoraka unable to best Juha on the draw, but a scramble for the puck, and there's Mizoraka right in the middle of the fray. It pops out to Catherine Lemay. She makes a nice play to chip it up the boards, where fellow national team rookie Amanda Provin has it stripped away by Mizoraka. Tries to hit Curtis Ruddle through the slot, just poked off his stick as the puck cleared up across the blue red line, and now Amanda Provin with a good drop pass. Juha takes it down low into the corner, cycles around the goal, checking for options. He's got Provin at the hash marks, but Juha spins away from the check. Look at this stick control by Juha. Takes the shot. Yeehaw, Juha! I've been waiting 2 years to say that, and he did not disappoint with that snipe.
Nico, you scared me there. I jumped off my seat. But yes, Jason Juha is a threat in the offensive zone whenever he's got the puck on his stick, and also more of a threat when he doesn't, because you know his teammates are constantly looking for him, right? But that all started with a beautiful back pass from Amanda Provin, right? Amanda made history this past year, being the first ever female to be on the Canadian national blind hockey team, right? So she definitely developed some chemistry here with Jason in Fort Wayne, and it was shown right there firsthand.
No doubt about it. As you mentioned, Provin with a great play to make that drop pass, and then she was heads up, got to the front of the net right in that home run area, but Juha said, no, I think I got this one myself. And what a snipe there from Jake the Snake as he gives his team, the Ice Dogs, the 3-1 lead, and they're right back on it as Juha makes the pass to Laura Mark. That time just stripped off her stick by Chula, but there's Juha to wrestle it back. What a play. Juha tries to evade James the Train Ruddle. Now he takes the shot. Big blocker save by Gary Steves. That was a huge save there for the Ice Dogs. As the Bullseye in yellow leading 3-1, and they're right back on the puck here with Jason Juha. Juha taking it in, checking his options out front. Cycles over to the far corner, puck still on his stick as he's shielded that time by Graham Foxcroft. At the line, it's rifled right back in where I believe that's Nathan Tree on the puck. He tries to center that one out front, but that time broken up. Check that. That was actually Blake Snyder, one of the rookies here this weekend, and well, he had the right idea trying to center it, but just a good defensive stop that time. It's digging away for it, and it's cleared up the ice by Juha. Not enough for icing, so James Ruddle will have to hustle back to clear it, and he smacks that out through center ice, where it's picked up by Mizuraka, streaking off the bench. Chaz Mizuraka with the drop pass. He gets it back behind the net now. Cycling over to the far corner. Loses his footing. Tries to hold the puck. It's cleared to the line. Not out. Good job by Mahan. Swiping at it. They're trying to throw it on goal, but it never quite made it on net, as a couple attempts there. And now cleared down the ice. And again, not quite enough for icing. So Mahan will start things up once again for the team in red, the Ice Dogs. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the opening period as the Ice Dogs trailing 3-1, but pressing here with Mizuraka on the puck. Checks his options, shields there from a couple of defenders. Tries to lay it off the half wall back to the point. Mahan shot redirected on its way in front. Good pad save by Pai. Mizuraka with the rebound behind the goal. He's got Ruddle through the high slot. That was Cassandra Ruddle. Plays it back to the point for DeMontis. His shot attempt, that one off a stick wide, but along the backboards they tried to dig it out, and once again DeMontis this time unable to hold the zone. So nice work there by the Bullseye to clear the pressure. Mizuraka quickly chips it back in as Cassandra Ruddle starts to give pursuit, but it's picked up by the Bullseye. They send that one the length of the ice, and this time we do get the icing call.
That was quite a little bit of time there without a whistle. I see a little bit of sweat on you, Nico. Welcome back to the booth. My only complaint is that we're so far away from each other up here, but you know what? It's great to be back here with you, and it looks like have you been calling some blind hockey games from at home in the basement because you haven't missed a step, so good to have you back, definitely.
Well, I feel a little rusty, but I appreciate the kind words. I've been keeping busy, that's for sure, between esports, between soccer, between all the different adaptations of hockey. I've had my fair share of work through the pandemic, but hey, you know that I say this from the bottom of my heart. Nothing for me beats being at a Canadian blind hockey event, and to be back after a long couple of years, this really is all we could ask for. This is just beautiful here this weekend. And here goes Amanda Provin streaking up that far wing, shielding the puck from James Ruddle, but he's able to pick it off her stick. Juha gets it back for Provin. They've got a player setting up through the slot, but unable to pick out Stuart Belich with the pass. However, nice job by the Bullseye to hold the zone, and now Belich in pursuit of that loose puck. Does well to work the boards against Beauregard, tried to make the pass through. Controlled now by Ruddle with just over 10 seconds remaining in the period. Fast period as Juha tries to keep it in, but the puck just squirts across the line, and that'll pretty much do it for the first period here, as the Seeing Ice Dogs trying one more time, but nothing doing. So we'll have a short break here and get right back to it for the second period of play. But Luke, after the opening period, not a bad start to the 2022 Western Regionals.
No, a great start. Just to have everybody back in the same building, under the same roof, playing the game that they all love is already a win. And, it's so cliche, but it's the truth, right? We're excited to be here, Canadian Blind Hockey. We're honored to be in such a great facility, hosting an event that is long overdue. So it's great to be back in the building. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of friendships that have been bonded and grown and developed over this sport, the parasport of blind hockey. So it's always great to be back here. I know there's a lot of people at home watching. I'm getting a lot of messages from some players that are chirping both me and you, Nico. But hey, if they're chirping us, that means we're doing something right.
I was going to say, we wouldn't expect anything less from this crew. Come on. We are getting some great shout-outs on the live chat thread. Even one for you, Luca. It says, hey, Luca, it's Hussein from Edmonton. Hussein, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Hopefully we see you at our next event.
Hussein, you're a beauty. So happy and so great to meet you in Edmonton at the Tri-Blind Hockey event with the school board that we did out there. That was a great event. We had over 25 kids take part in it. And I'll tell you right now, Hussein, Nico, I'm going to set you two up because he's going to do color because I promised him at one of the games in Toronto. So that was part of the goal. You get to Toronto, we're going to get you on a mic with Nico Cardarelli. He's a big fan of yours.
There you go. Let's do it, Hussein.
Huge fan of the game. Father told me he doesn't miss a blind hockey game. He even watches old ones on YouTube.
Come on.
So you know what? We're not just trying to create the next all-star on the ice, we're also trying to create the next all-star in the booth or maybe on the bench, right? This is a sport that's inclusive for all. And Hussein, thanks for chiming in and definitely for the shout-out.
Let's give a shout-out to Dave Poitevin, one of the old Ice Owls, and he knows I mean that in the sweetest way. Poity, great to hear from you, buddy. And a big shout-out to Lana Ruddle as well. Auntie Lana and Uncle Brad are cheering on the Ruddles from Saskatoon. And yes, it's father, it's son, it's daughter, James, Curtis, and Cassandra all on the ice today for the Seeing Ice Dogs as we're about to get the second period underway.
I just want to touch on that.
Yeah.
How cool is that for a father?
Awesome.
To be playing on the same team as his son and daughter, and even for both Cassandra and Curtis to be playing with each other and their father. That's super cool. And that's what this sport is all about, right?
Yeah.
It's about camaraderie, it's about community, it's about family. And it's a sport that's grown so much over the last few years, but it's a testament to all these players that are here today, all the players from across the country that make this game so inclusive and important for our community.
Couldn't have said it any better. That's the voice of Luca DeMontis, program manager for Canadian Blind Hockey. Reach out to Luca if you want to get involved as a player, as a volunteer, as a coach, and he mentioned even as a broadcaster. We've got opportunities for everybody. Luca, how can people get in touch with you?
Definitely. You could feel free to send me an email, lucademontis@blindicehockey.com. Feel free to send an email to the organization, info@blindicehockey.com. Follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we're back for period 2, Nico.
All right, let's do this. Teams lining up the same. It's the Seeing Ice Dogs working left to right across your screen in red, and they're trying to get a quick jump here with Graham Foxcroft tracking that loose puck down into the corner, rips it around the boards. It's blocked out. And now here goes Jason Yuha back the other way for the Bullseye. Makes the pass ahead to Amanda Proven. Returns it to Yuha. Breaks into the backhand. And he just missed on that one. What a chance there for Yuha. But as you mentioned, Luca, great chemistry between Proven and Yuha today. Two national team players. What was it, 13 national team players here this weekend?
13 national team players, that is correct. We've got 40 players exactly representing 12 blind hockey clubs from across the country.
Wow.
There's 3 countries being represented here in Canada, USA, and England. To be honest, those are my speaking facts, so I'm done for the game.
You've earned your paycheck. Well done, my friend. Yeah, it's always great to have players coming from all corners of the country, and as Luca mentioned, from all around the world. Americans, British. We're missing our friends from Finland and Sweden and Russia, but we know that they'll be at future events as well. Nice job by the Bullseye to muscle that puck out through the neutral zone, as quickly brought back in now by the Ice Dogs. Trying to work it there was Chula. Anthony Chula has it ripped off his stick and cleared to the line, but not past James the Train Ruddle on the second effort. They do poke it through, and now here go the Bullseye into the offensive zone. As tracking it back was Ian Rankin, tried to make the pass in front. He had a couple options there, and Laura Mark and another teammate as well couldn't pick them out. There's a good tape-to-tape pass. That shot just missing, as ripping it was Curtis Ruddle. And you know he would love to get a goal here today. Digging it off the half wall. They get it back to Curtis Ruddle. Shot right on. Big pad save by Oliver Pye. James Ruddle trying to keep it in at the blue line. Does so nicely. Working his way off the half wall. Trying to check his options. Nothing doing. Chula can't hold it in. And now Laura Mark has room to skate this out. She chips it forward as securing it is Julianne Blais. Tries to go cross ice with the pass. As they work for an option, there's the indicator of a good clean pass. Julianne Blais picks it up off the half wall, tries the shot, it's right on. Steves makes the save, and he's just able to squeeze that one and keep it out.
Yeah, big save from Gary there. Huge save from Oliver. 2 stops on Curtis Ruddle. You know he wants to get one. He's got some family and friends in the stands. And that's got to feel cool scoring in your hometown, especially in a blind hockey tournament. So shout out to Curtis. Keep that play up. That was a great shift.
Yeah, he's becoming a bit of a local celebrity here. I was talking to him before the tournament meeting, and he was doing an interview with CBC on the radio, him and Cassandra. Of course, they are just two of the great advocates that we have in our program with Canadian Blind Hockey. And there's Cassandra trying to dig the puck off the half wall, but Chaz Mizoraka gets it first and puts it up and out of play.
No, two incredible individuals. You know, we had them on the ice yesterday at the youth program out here, both Cassandra and Curtis. They're amazing ambassadors for this sport, especially in the city of Calgary. We've got a lot of famous blind hockey players, and I think they're only building their own brand, so huge shout out to them on growing their brand on social media and helping grow the sport while growing their own brand.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a guy that comes to mind doing exactly that, Joe Fernazier, he's done a great job being a advocate and one of the young faces here of this sport and a rising star, and he'll be playing in a couple of games tomorrow, but right now he watches the action with his teammates. As there's a shot from the point, it's the Seeing Ice Dogs trying to press with the chance, but knocked down. Now it's loose, shot right on, blocked in front. Dustin Butterfield with a big block there. He might get a little black and blue after blocking that one, but his goaltender, Oliver Pye, is going to appreciate it. As the Ice Dogs working it behind the goal, Mizoraka trying to take position up in front, but the puck never gets to him, as I believe that was Matt Jans on the play behind the goal. And now we get a whistle behind the play and a stoppage with about 10 minutes remaining in the period.
Dustin Butterfield, very rarely do you see a player wear number 97 block shots like that. But hey, I'm sure Oliver Pye, his goalie, is going to give him some words of thankfulness there.
Of course, Dustin Butterfield, one of the big reasons why the Central Alberta Bullseye even exists. He's one of their founders, and he's a champion of that program. And he knows that I have a special love for that jersey. That might be my favorite blind hockey club team jersey in the country. Honorable mention, of course, to the Newfoundland Islanders. As here go the Dogs. They try to center that one in front, but Provin there with the defensive clearance, and that's down the ice. I don't think it's going to have enough for icing. It's not, so this could be troublesome here, as well defended well, as tracking back to make the play for the Ice Dogs was Graham Foxcroft, and they needed his speed to get to that loose puck. Here goes Julien Blais, plays it off the boards out through center ice. Checking their options, as sweeping it forward was Belich, but unable to pick out a teammate, and from the wrong side of center ice, it's dumped by the Dogs, and that's an icing call.
Nothing wrong with icing the puck, especially when you got a lot of ice, short benches. It's always good to keep everybody's legs active in this game, and I think that's always a great play, especially if you're tired, if you need a little break. When in doubt, ice it out.
I like that. That's very coach speak of you.
Yeah, I'm just practicing, getting ready, you know, coaching a team that's not playing today, but we got a little practice after. So just trying to get in my coaching mindset.
Well, I think you did all right in Indiana, so if you take any of that here, I think you'll be okay. Here goes Mizoraki. He's checking his options. No clean pass yet. Big hit in front, as the man going to the net was Curtis Ruddle. He got muscled there, but he's a tough customer, and he quickly pops back to his feet. I think a penalty might be coming here, Luca.
Yeah, I was wondering, because that was a pretty obvious one. You could call it holding, interference, hooking, tripping, and you could also count on Dustin Butterfield to get his name on the score sheet when it comes to a penalty.
And it is Butterfield who's going to the sin bin, and nice job by the undersized Curtis Ruddle to take that contact and draw the first power play opportunity of this game. And it's an important time here for the Seeing Ice Dogs, down by 2 with about 7.5 minutes remaining in the second period. They really need to capitalize on this man advantage now.
And this is the first power play of the game, so it's going to be pretty cool to see some special teams. Of course, you know Juha's going to be out there to kill a penalty. You know you're going to have Mizoraka and Chula and DeMontis on the ice during the power play, so it's exciting.
We'll see what they can do, but off the draw, it's Juha who makes a great defensive play and comes away with the puck, taking it up the ice and taking some time off the clock here. He's got a man in front as an option. I believe that's Brian Mackey there. The Mack truck setting up in front. He's parking himself there. But right now it's Juha keeping the puck pinned up against the boards. And even though DeMontis and Chula were there, finally it comes out on the last-ditch effort there by Megan Mahan. Great bank pass to find Chaz Mizuraka. Tries to flip it over to Chula, but just out of his range. And now with Yuha on his back, Chula tries to keep the puck pinned in. Yuha digs it off the boards, clears it out, where it's picked up by Beauregard, and he just as quickly hammers it back inside the defensive zone. So Yuha will scoop it up out of the corner, and he'll clap that down the ice, and likely going for a change. They're actually going to keep him on the ice for now, so
No.
just catching his breath here. I mean, there's still a minute left in the PK. Come on, Jay, what are you doing? There he makes a good play to knock the puck loose, and hey, he nearly came away with it on that second effort, but DeMontis just able to get the clearance. Good battle there through center ice as Normand Blais tried to poke it ahead. DeMontis rims it off the boards, and now Mizuraka gets it at the offensive blue line. Tries to make the move around Laura Mark. Has a man in front. It's actually a woman there in Cassandra Ruddle who is parked at the hash marks. Now they make the pass to her, but it just went off her skate and past her dad, James, out through center ice. 20 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Seeing Ice Dogs as Mizuraka tries to gain the zone. They get held up. DeMontis picks it up, but on the delayed offside, it gets whistled down. And that'll pretty much do it for the power play for the Seeing Ice Dogs.
Yeah, it looked like the Seeing Ice Dogs just couldn't get a control little zone coverage there. They didn't really have much of a threat. But you know what? It's game one. It's the first power play. There's a couple kinks you're going to have to work out and get some shots, right?
Yeah.
You got to contest the goalie, especially in a power play. And when you got a goalie like Oliver Pye in net, he's a pretty good goalie, you know, and that's just being modest there with him. But
No.
you got to contest him,
Yeah.
right? You got to get shots on him.
For sure. You got to make him work. He is too big a body. He was too smart a goaltender to get beaten on bad shots. And so far, he's only been beaten once in this game. But here they go back in with Mahan bringing the puck in the zone. Drops it over to Chula. Chula trying to work the corner against Mark. Chula bounces off the hit. Chula cycling with the puck out to the top of the blue line, but can't quite keep it in. Good defensive work that time by the team in yellow as Ian Rankin was providing the defensive pressure and caused Chula to cough it up. 4:20 remaining in the period. Here goes DeMontis, stick handling it into the zone. Drop that shot from the blue line, just goes wide, as I believe that was Tate letting it fly. We'll have to double check that, as a bit of a scrum in front of the net there with Chula and one of the defenders, but nothing happening. DeMontis just had the puck hop over his stick at the line, and as he fired it back in, it hit Chula, so we get the offside whistle.
We got a couple other shutouts, and it only makes sense they're coming out there from the East Coast.
All right.
Huge shout out, Michael Fines, tuning in, watching.
Hey!
Great addition to the community. And of course, you know, we've got some supporters in the Newfoundland Islanders tuning in.
And Poity, I see your comment. We'll get to that at the next break because it's something we absolutely need to share with the audience. But for now, the action on the ice is intense and it's tight as the Seeing Ice Dogs trailing 3-1 here to the Bullseye as Yuha leading the Bullseye picks up the loose puck. Jason Yuha checking his options. He's got a player set up in front there in Bellich. They try move the puck to the point. Quick return pass to Yuha. Dances around the first defender. Yuha brings it in. Shoots. Oh, blocked by his own man and just goes wide. We are teeing up a yeehaw there, but it's not over. Jay still with the puck. Yuha shielding it well from Mizuraka. Drops to the point. Now they move it over to the left blue line as that shot through traffic gets blocked down. As letting it fly was Beauregard. Check that, excuse me. That was Butterfield letting it fly. There's a shot right on and saved as Steve's able to close the 5-hole and keep that one out.
Gary Steves has definitely had a little bit more action on his end in this game. But you know what? Just as quick as the Bullseye are leading, it could be just as quick as the Seeing Ice Dogs can get back in the game, right? It's a fast game on both ends. A lot of chirping going on. And when I mean chirping, it's friendly, fun banter on the ice. 13 players in the national team here, so they're having fun with each other, just making sure that they're continuing to build that camaraderie of a national team program.
Julien Blais letting that shot from the point go. Yuha wins the faceoff back to the point, but Blais just set up outside the blue line, so they'll have to start things up again. as an aggressive forward check being applied here by Matt Jans, and he does well to tie up the man for a moment, and just as quickly the Ice Dogs dump the puck back in. As Butterfield now comes up with it, rifles it off the boards, just across the line. DeMontis battling Juha, and Mark DeMontis able to win that battle of strength. Delayed offside here against the Ice Dogs, so they've got to try regroup here as the Bullseye able to clear the puck out through center ice. Just over a minute remaining in the second period of play as the Bullseye leading 3-1, but here go the Seeing Ice Dogs. Bank pass ahead as Mahan picks it up inside the offensive zone. Poked off her stick, but controlled now by Mizuraka. Checking his options, feeds the pass over to Mahan. She's got it at the far corner, banks it off the end boards before it's a partial interception, cleared up the boards where Mackey and Juha both contest, and it's going to be Jason Juha getting the loose puck. Drops it for Brian Mackey, but a great back check by Mizuraka to lift the stick and create the turnover. And now here go the Ice Dogs into the attacking zone as Mahan's pass intended for a teammate, but Juha there for the interception. Chula coming off the bench, strips the puck away only momentarily. As good hustle here shown by Julien Blais. He's got the skills, he pays the bills, and now he takes the puck behind the net. Centers in front looking for Juha, but that time it was just broken up. And now here goes Mark DeMontis, under 20 seconds remaining in the period. DeMontis makes the pass, trying to pick out Chula, but that one just off the heel of his stick. Nice job to hold the zone temporarily, only 10 seconds left in the period. As Chula tries to dig it off the end boards, Probin there with the clearance out through center ice. And that'll do it through 2 periods of play. The intensity picking up there in the middle frame, but after 2 periods, it's 3-1 for the Bullseye over the Ice Dogs.
Yeah, you know, it looked like a better period from the Seeing Ice Dogs. A little bit more possession, a little bit more possession time in the offensive zone. And you know what? That's the key to score in this sport. You got to make that one pass. And after you hear that whistle, that's really any player's dream, because that's the green light. Shoot the puck, right? You can't score if you don't shoot the puck, right? So looks like we're going to be in for a great third here, Nico.
Absolutely. It should be a great final period. And, of course, we appreciate everyone tuning in, watching online. Let us know who you're cheering on, where you're watching from. We'll get to some viewer shout-outs. Let's get a couple now in the intermission.
Sounds
and
good.
An important one here from Dave Poitevin, and my former broadcast partner. I can't even think of how many national tournaments. We miss him dearly. The late Ed Parento. There's a celebration of life for Fast Eddie tomorrow in Toronto, and we'll be thinking about all of our Ice Owls family and, of course, Fast Eddie Parento. We love you, buddy. Couple other great comments coming in. Lana Ruddle saying her grade 4 and 5 class were disappointed that there wasn't a game on during class time today. Luca, that's what we got to do next time. Schedule it during class on the Friday, not after class.
Hey, when I was in school, I remember I always used to love getting out of class to watch any type of sporting event. So, yeah, that's a great idea. We got a couple more messages coming in.
Yeah.
We got the Rankin family watching from Windsor.
Awesome.
So, you know, that's a big family out there. We got some more players. Joey Cabral just sent me a message, so shout out Joey. And, of course, got my mom and dad watching.
Hey.
So shout out Mom and Dad. Hope everything's going good at home, and glad you guys are enjoying some blind hockey action.
Big Mass Santa, great to hear both of you guys. Hope you're doing well. We get one great comment coming in on the live chat thread from Jacob. It was just retracted, but I saw it before it went away, and he was asking, are the players completely blind, or is there a varying degree of vision? Luca, you can answer that question better than I can.
Well, that's a great question, and it's one question that we get time and time again, right? On the ice right now today, we've got players with a wide range of visual impairments, right? However, everyone is legally blind on the ice. Mm-hmm. So there's some players whose vision range is from 10% all the way down to the goalies who have 0%. So it is a wide range of vision out there, but it's the same game that we all love.
And we're just about to get the third period underway as the referee rattles the puck, and here we go, third period. And it's 3-1 for the Bullseye in yellow against the Seeing Ice Dogs in red. And Jason Juha, a big reason why his team is up 3-1, scoops up that loose puck, shoots it in the zone. tries to hold the blue line, but nice work there by Catherine LeMay to chop it over Yuha's stick. And now the Seeing Ice Dogs try gain the offensive side of the blue line. This time, however, cleared quickly. And now Megan Mahan, the Paralympian in goal ball, does a nice job to pick up the loose puck off the boards, and she'll fire that one right in towards the crease. And not taking any chances, Pyle frees that one for the draw.
Nico, my phone's just blowing up from the amount of people that are just watching, not only from back home in Toronto, but from across the country. And even some friends of ours from America, right? So you got Blake from San Diego watching.
Yeah, love it.
I got to give a shout out to my wife watching from back home. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and keep sending us your messages.
Of course, congratulations to Luca and Elisa for tying the knot earlier this year. It's just a beautiful celebration, and so happy for both of you guys, and great to see her supporting, because, you know, my girlfriend, my fiance loves me, but I can't pay her to watch. And it's not because it's blind hockey, believe me. I can't pay her to watch anything I do. Esports, Leafs, it doesn't matter. She just says, good job, babe. Keep up the good work. Make sure the paychecks keep coming in. But absolutely, it's a big family and a big community here at Canadian Blind Hockey, and we're so happy to be back for a live in-person event on the West Coast. Look, I believe this is our first West Coast event since COVID. Am I right in that? Or?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So it's great to be back, and of course here at the beautiful Winsport Arena in Calgary is Mark DeMontis. Cycles from behind his own net here, working left to right across your screen. DeMontis with a good move. He's got the puck on his string, and he brings it in. Gets the return pass, tries the shot, it's blocked. Rebound right back to DeMontis. Oh, the wraparound just missed. Goalmouth scramble, it's still loose. They chip at the puck. Pye down. Pye tries to cover it up. They jam away it, and finally the whistle goes, as the Seeing Ice Dogs were throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the net there.
That was a great play from the Seeing Ice Dogs. DeMontis carried the puck up. Quick pass at the blue line to Mizuraka. Mizuraka back to DeMontis. Huge shot block. Looked like it was from Julian Blais. DeMontis got the puck, circled the net. I was expecting the Michigan. Didn't see it, so a little disappointed there. But, you know, there's these players, they've got that high-performance skill, and they try it at practice, and I think we're going to see something special this weekend.
Well, I've been trying to talk your brother into attempting a Michigan for a couple years now, and whether it's Mark or some of the other skill we've got on the ice this weekend, it wouldn't shock me if we saw something really fancy like that here. As Mack Truck intercepts the puck, and now Yuha scoops it up for the Bullseye. Jason Yuha brings it in. He's got to make a clean pass, so he cycles around to the far corner. He's got an option at the point, and Julien Blais doesn't like it. Now he lays it off to the other defenseman. Quick return, the one-timer from Yuha. Just blocked aside by Steves. He did well to hold his pad to the post to make that save. Digging away for it, and it's the Seeing Ice Dogs that come up with it as Graham Foxcroft, the veteran Eclipse player, dumps that puck into the corner. I was chatting with Graham a little bit earlier. Luca, did you know he's 51? Man, I hope I look that good when I hit 51, if I hit 51, but I can't believe the way he's moving out there. And honestly, that's one of the greatest things about blind hockey. It doesn't matter how old you are, what your skill level is, there's an opportunity for you to get out there. As Mizuraka picks up the loose puck on his own side of the blue line, and he quickly cycles back into the offensive side. Mizuraka cuts his way in front, tries the pass. Digging away at it is Mahan. Her shot just goes wide of the net. 10.5 minutes remaining in the third period, as that one banked off the boards and cleared to the Ice Dogs blue line, where it's picked up by DeMontis. He quickly streaks his way up the ice, getting around Yuha. DeMontis into the corner, checking his options, stops on a dime, looks for a pass. Nothing doing yet. DeMontis still with the puck in the corner, shielding it nicely. Now he lays it right in front as the backhander right on, and a huge save by Pye. Juicy rebound though as LeMay tries to chip it home. They continue to dig, but check it out, 4 yellow jerseys below the hash marks, and that defensive stance from the Bullseye holds up. As DeMontis starting to show some offensive flair here, but despite those last two great individual efforts, they're still trying to put another one past Pi, who's only given up one today. Digging along the boards is Trula. He can't quite come up with it. Loose puck now secured by the Bullseye. As there's the drop for Yuha. Yuha breaks in and pops the bottle. Yeehaw, Yuha! What a goal.
Yeah, that top shelf where they keep the peanut butter. Is that the saying? What a shot, Jason Yuha. A threat, especially after you hear that pass whistle. You know first instinct is shot. So, yeah, nothing wrong with that right there. As we got Doug Yuha over here to our right, super fan, super father, an incredible individual. And, he's tuning in, listening to the broadcast like he does every game.
He even volunteered to do the camera work tonight. I said, Doug, relax tonight. If anything, tomorrow for the doubleheader, we'll put you on camera. But right now, he's enjoying the play of his son and his teammates as the Bullseye take now a 4-1 lead. We haven't gotten the scoreboard updated in the arena, but they've got the 3-goal advantage. But here go the Seeing Ice Dogs as Trula tries to chip it in front. Nothing doing yet. Back to the point. Nice job by Beauregard to hold the zone, but on the second effort, wrestled away. And now here goes Ian Rankin. He's got speed. He's got space, but he doesn't have a teammate to make the pass to, so he just dumps it off behind the net. And the Bullseye will try start up once again, but now they've got to defend as Trula comes up with the loose puck. Picked off his stick only for a moment. Good job there by Normand Blais. And it was great to catch up with Normand in the hotel a little bit earlier today. And he was just so excited to be here. And you could tell he was just amped to be out on the ice with some of his buddies. As the Ice Dogs try to gain the zone, the pass attempt for Chula. There's Mahan trying to dig it out. Puck laying underneath of a player, and there we get the whistle.
I believe that's Ian Rankin. Just for the viewers, real quick, you might have noticed Ian Rankin on a breakaway there, and he just tucked the puck in back behind the goal line. The reason for that is you got to make that pass. That pass is so important. It allows the ref to blow the pass whistle, which indicates your team is allowed to score. So smart play from Ian Rankin there, just getting the pucks deep behind the goal lines. That's something Coach Paul preaches, so good on work there, Ian.
Well, and as you mentioned, Luca, that pass buzzer really gives the goaltenders an indication of, hey, a shot can come at any moment. Be on your toes, be ready. And considering they have no vision, they need that auditory warning for sure. As here goes to Montes. He looks like a man possessed right now as he brings the puck ahead. Drop pass. Shot right on. Big save. Big rebound. They can't sweep it in. What a save by Pi. And then what a defensive effort by Julien Blais to impede the forward crashing the goal for the rebound. And now we get a player injured behind the play. I believe that's Brian Mackey. A little slow to get back to his feet, but
the Mack truck might have got derailed there.
Truck out, yeah.
Mack truck might have just got a flat tire. Good to see him get back up on his skates there, skating off to the bench. Looks like everything's okay. Brian Mackey, there's a word called veteran. You look in the dictionary, and that's for how long this man has been playing the sport of blind hockey. So it's great to see he's still here. Yeah. Even better to see that he's up, able to get off the ice by himself under his own will. And I'm sure there's nothing better that Coach Matt Morrow and Frank Fornese are happy to have a player back on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. The Mack truck, a long-time member of the blind hockey community. And something tells me that, as tough as that pain might have been, a cold one after the game might help ease the bruise. So, he's earned it today.
Yes, he sure has. We got another icing here. So it looks like now the Bullseye are playing a little safe. They're just icing the puck whenever there seems to be some pressure. Seeing Ice Dogs have really applied the pressure in this period, though, right? Yeah. So I'm looking like something might happen here, but Oliver Pi is just shutting the door.
Well, he's standing on his head, especially here in the third period. He's made some clutch saves, and it looks like the Bullseye may need more from him as Mahan takes the shot from the point, but she sort of fanned on it, never made it on goal, and now Yuha takes it up into the offensive zone, and he tries to make the lead pass. What a save by Steves! Big rebound! Yuha fans on its second effort! Oh, what a save! Gary Steves drops the stick but keeps the puck out, and bookmark that. if the Seeing Ice Dogs can find a way back. That was a huge moment there with Yuha having 2 whacks at the puck. Controlled now by the Seeing Ice Dogs behind the goal. They try to center it out front, but no one at the blue line, and that's turned over. Securing it here is Stuart Belich. He makes the pass over to Yuha. Jason Yuha, yeehaw! Yuha, it's a hat trick. And that may be all she wrote, as it's now 5-1 for the Seeing Ice Dogs.
Huge save from Steves, back-to-back saves. What I found more remarkable in that play is how Gary was able to find his stick after he lost it, right? These are skills that are just remarkable. And when you see a player like that, a goalie who's completely blind, able to track their stick, that's something special. But Nico, my time is done here for the night. You're doing great. I'm going to go get my team prepared for our practice following this. So thank you very much for everybody for having me. This is just game 1. We've got a weekend full of blind hockey action, and hope you tune in all weekend. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Luca. That's Luca DeMontis, Program Manager of Canadian Blind Hockey, a part-time color commentator, volunteer coach, man of many hats, and we appreciate Luca for all the hard work he and the Canadian Blind Hockey team, the board, everybody involved from volunteers up to staff, all the hard work they do to put events like the 2022 Westerns on as we get a collision against the boards there in the corner. Julien Blais taking the knock. Good to see him pop back to his feet. Curtis Ruddle takes the shot. That gets blocked in front. Trula tries. He fans on it. Cassandra Ruddle tries to chip back for Trula, but he can't quite get it, and now here goes Ian Rankin. Rankin once again on a breakaway, but once again with no teammate, he takes the shot. It's a goal, but it's not going to count because with no clean pass, it gets waved off. So, hey, nice speed there from Ian Rankin. Nice shot. He just needs a teammate to join him on that rush next time. But a great game so far from both of these teams. And as we're into the final 3 minutes, and I have to watch Luca climb the glass here. Luca, be safe! I wish we had that on camera for you folks. That was something. Of course, this is just one of 4 games here this weekend. We're back at it tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. local time in Calgary. And I believe it's 4 p.m. the afternoon game. And then we wrap things up on Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. local time for the gold medal game. And right now, the Bullseye putting themselves in a good position, trying to take the opening win here, the 2022 Western Regionals. But the puck kept in, nice job, as digging away for it was Tate Hoyam. Hoyam unable to hold the zone, and now here goes Yuha into the attacking side. As he cycles behind the goal, Yuha working with the puck on his stick, checking his passing options. Nothing doing yet. Yuha still with it. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Yuha dishes off, checking for Amanda Provin. Foxcroft just overskates it. Yuha gets it back, shoots. Big save by Steves. And then the rebound secured by Mahan as she gives it back to her goaltender after making a big save there on Yuha. I'll keep the comments coming. We're getting some great comments. Jacob, we appreciate all your comments. And yes, we do post all the games after the tournament. In fact, as soon as the stream ends, the archive is available. So all 4 games are streamed live and then immediately archived for viewing on demand. Couple big shout outs as well. We'll get to those in a few minutes, but with just about 90 seconds remaining here in the third period, let's focus on ice as James Ruddle picks up the loose puck, banks it off the boards, tries to pick out Chula, and now here goes Curtis Ruddle. He's got room to skate this into the offensive zone. Makes the pass to Chula, back to Curtis Ruddle. Shot right on, big save, the big rebound. Just cleared away as Chula tried to chip it over Oliver Pye. What a play by DeMontis to hold the zone as Chula kind of got cut up against the boards. Takes a bit of a knock there. DeMontis, he lets it fly. Big save by Pye as he just got the blocker to that shot. And they're going to stop the clock here with 49 seconds remaining in the third period. As DeMontis let that rainbow shot from the blue line go, nearly snuck it over the blocking arm of Oliver Pye, but the Halifax goaltender making maybe his best save of the evening, ensuring his team keeps the 5-1 lead. From the face-off, Ice Dogs unable to hold the zone. DeMontis, check that, that's Beauregard, excuse me, as he swipes away at it. Mack Truck crashing into the corner. Nice job to keep the puck away there from the Ice Dogs player, as Yuha now come up with it. Yuha passes in front, sharp angle pass. The shot just went wide, as swiping at it was Normand Blais. Final 20 seconds of this game, as it's been a beauty here, the opening game of the 2022 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. And with the final few seconds ticking off the clock, it's going to be the Bullseye picking up the big win here in game number 1. The final buzzer sounds, and on the back of a Jason Yuha hat trick, the Bullseye win this game 5-1. Well, a great start to the 2022 Western Regional Tournament. And folks, we've got 3 more games on the broadcast schedule, as we'll get back at it tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. local time. 2 games on the schedule tomorrow, 1 Sunday, and of course all 4 games this weekend being streamed live on the Canadian Blind Hockey YouTube channel and produced by Paris Sport TV. Couple last shout-outs before we sign things off here, and a great question from Hussein asking, wasn't Catherine Lemay a goalie in the 2022 tournament? Yes, she did play as a goaltender in that tournament, and here tonight she was out there as, well actually she had a couple shifts at forward as well. She predominantly played shifts on the blue line tonight, but she had some great shifts on the wing as well, and a great showing there from Catherine Lemay. Let's also give a special shout out to Aunt Roland from Sudbury, cheering on Amanda Provin. Of course, Aunt Rolly, one of our favorites. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. Ryan will give you a shout out. Lana, Hussein, Jacob, Poity. Folks, that's pretty much going to do it here for tonight. We appreciate all the comments coming in, and of course for all of you checking out tonight's broadcast wherever you are watching from. The final score of this game, the Bullseye 5, the Seeing Ice Dogs 1. Folks, we're back at it tomorrow as you've been tuning in to the 2022 Canadian Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. Tune in tomorrow as we get Game 2 underway tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. local time. But for now, this is Nico Cardarelli signing off, saying have yourselves a great night, and we'll catch you again tomorrow. Thanks, Doug. I felt pretty rusty with that one. Thank you. You know what? I didn't see your comment. It may have just gotten lost in the.
My phone was going on and off, and I was losing